Culture is corrupt.
This wouldn't be happening if there was a different culture that was positive. You know, it makes no sense to say
Police in Europe don't kill people.
Let's not confuse culture with human people. Because
But
every
the
police
police
is a part of someone's family
right,
here,
but the police
and there's a
mentality,
culture,
yeah.
But there's also, each of these people mean well. Like, you
Sure.
gotta understand, nobody's going out getting a badge and being like, yeah, I'm gonna get to shoot people.
Some are.
Some people are.
Maybe that's
Some
a
people are.
very small minority
Trainers
of
in
people.
Albuquerque say I've had a change in the type of people who want to become police officers.
I'm gonna put forth that my belief is that a very small minority of
Sure.
people in the world, no matter if you're in the army or in the police or in the local government, go around being like, yeah, I want to shoot somebody, without the guy next to him being like, you're a little bit psychotic, I'm not sure if I want to
Right.
be your partner.
Right.
Okay? So let's not, I mean, if we start thinking like that, that's the same mentality that people will use to criminalize us and say all these people with the masks, they're all criminals and they all want to do violence, and that's bullshit too. You know, if we want to have them understand us and respect us, we need to respect them as humans first and address the culture. Because if we address them and say, oh, police are, then they're going to get defensive. And they're going to be like, oh, wait a minute, you're calling me a murderer. You're telling me I want to kill people. I don't want to kill people. Fuck you guys. Now you're my enemy. But if we say, well, the police culture, they can say, well, that's not personal. You're right. There is some corruption in the culture. And that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It does mean I have a choice. And as long as we give people the choice without pigeonholing them, I think it makes it a lot easier for them to listen to us and to identify with us as family members and community members, as opposed to adversarial, which can get kind of, if you want change, you want the enemy to be the guy who gets to make the change. But that's just my opinion.
Just your opinion. That's opinion is opinion. It's not just.
What's your opinion?
My opinion is sacred silence of the saints.
They ask us if we're welcome to have the signs, but if we remove it off the artwork, is it fine with you if I do that? Speaking of respecting each other.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
That is, I mean, those are exactly the connections to respect, exactly. So there's a lot of people that want these things, and some people want to cause trouble, and some people they want to see something happen that day that's gonna, create this tidal wave that causes all this change. When it's just, this is just part of it. This is the build-up. This is the beginning. There's really no end to any of this.
Don't tase me, bro. Each other.
How about we put them on the children right here? Just tie them right here. Like in their hands right here.
We had a whole idea of was release them, but that whole idea is exactly.
I actually personally know the person that will be cleaning it.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's symbolic to release it, but it's also. No, I heard you the first time. I actually agree with you. What I'm saying is also.
We'll just tie them.
Artistically powerful, being held. It's when letting go. It's symbolic and meaningful beyond hazard. It's spiritual energy.
When we have a discussion, we can discuss the environment and see maybe releasing that to do that until.
Right. Because I mean, to me, if you're trying to make the world a better place, you don't crash one.
No, yeah.
I mean, even that people complain. There's always, that's the nature of human behavior.
Well, I'm more worried about the birds, and then because doesn't, whereas a bird trying to see something pretty and red and pecking at it could kill him. And so that's what I balance.
We could maybe release some baby birds when the season.
That's fucking. I mean, seriously, those are things that we definitely.
But the purple is powerful. The red and black is powerful. You guys know, like you said, beginning we learn by mistakes. I'm not saying this is a mistake, but environmental awareness is muy importante.
So after this, we're going to march to the library.
I think the kids, we're gonna probably head off with the kids. Yeah.
We're gonna march to the library after this? Okay.
And then we're just gonna go have a discussion there.
I don't think I can live stream all of that, but I got most of it. It cut me off 50 minutes in, but then... So here's the significance of the balloons. Red, representing bloodshed of innocent victims of police violence. Black balloons representing corruption at City Hall and in the New Mexico Department of Public Safety that has allowed the problem of police violence to go unsolved. Educate and organize at yahoo.com if you want more information about this protest or anything else regarding action in Santa Fe. Would you guys like to say anything about Victor? Are you at all to the camera? No? You guys are still mourning his death, obviously. Are you related to him or friends or?
I'm his sister.
You're his sister? Okay. Is there anything you want to say? We're live streaming this, so I'll leave you alone otherwise.
Well, I just wish that police would have at least searched him before they just went up and shot him.
I wish they'd stop calling it assisted suicide just because he called the cops on himself, because he asked for help, and what they did was they came and they shot him. And I wish that cops would realize that children are children. We are still children. We do, like, they can't profile us because of our race. They can't profile us because we look 20. They said that he looked 20 years old, and that made it okay for them to shoot him. He was a 16-year-old boy. He was a mentor to us. He taught me dance. He was my dance partner. And now he's gone, and I can't dance anymore without crying.
Victor was my role model. Victor and I always used to fight a lot, but as I got older, we stopped fighting, and we had just barely been able to actually become close friends before he died. So I didn't get to spend much actual fun time with my brother.
Who do we call? When we're in trouble, who do we call? Because he called 911, he was asking for help, he needed help. And they came and they killed him. Who are we supposed to trust to take care of us when we need help? If we're in danger, who do we call? Because the cops, there are good cops. Believe me, I know that. But then there are cops who are just going to ignore the fact that you're a child, and they're going to kill you because they feel threatened. If I feel threatened and I killed someone, I would be in jail. I would be in juvie. And it's not right that Jeremy Apodaca gets to get away with this. It's not right that there is no justice for Victor. No one is trying to get justice. And it just...
Does this type of stuff help you guys? Like help you deal... I know it's not gonna help or bring him back, but I mean, does it help you emotionally to cope?
Yeah. But one of the things that I wish would happen is that a while ago, like a while back, a couple months ago, I think, last year, Mary, my mom, she did a speech about my big brother, and all of the police that were there just walked away.
They don't notice
Any
us.
time that that someone is talking to the police through a speech or through a poem, they never listen. They walk away. They go to a back room, every single one of them. No one sits and listens.
That happened today, didn't it?
Yeah. And even
Like
also,
they came out and they stood, and then they
Yeah.
realized that we're not harmful or
and then
dangerous, and then they leave.
because we are children, people don't listen to us because we are younger than them. They don't want to hear what we have to say, and then
We have voices too.
yeah, I deserve to be heard, and we are all four of us. We're in a group, and we're called the Warriors of Resistance. And we talk about issues like this, and we speak through our dance and our movement and theater and poems. And yet, the only people that hear us are the people in that group. Because everyone else, they're afraid to listen to us, or they think we don't know what we're talking about when we say police brutality is wrong. They don't think we know what we are saying.
Okay.
And I'm tired of being ignored and not heard and not respected for who I am and my race, and it's just, I hate that people get to profile us
Yeah.
and then make snap judgments on whether or not we are dangerous or harmful. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not fair.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna keep walking around.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, but again, I think this is a matter of, here people in New Mexico, we have a lot of substance abuse. We have a lot of broken spirits. We have a lot of pain in the depths of our heart, which is very debilitating.
It's the same in
And we,
Wisconsin,
absolutely, and there's nothing
Same
there's not
everywhere.
a separate, we're different
Practically.
than you. But again, too, I mean, I barely could afford the gas to be over here. You would think because I'm a white woman who could speak that I have money.
I wouldn't think that.
No, but I'm even judging
I know
myself.
better.
I'm judging myself, but I mean, this cost me a lot. Energy right now. I'm on some passion when I have an empty stomach right now, and I'm out here again raising awareness, meeting you, and I don't mean to be hiding behind glasses, but again, I'm also very sensitive. Even if the sun, even if it's not bright shining, it's still the white reflecting. It's too much. You gotta, the awareness, body awareness. And I think that this camera represents to me that even if it's not, I'm not even gonna say that, but it is all you.
So these kids that you just saw were complaining about the fact that the police were standing right there, completely ignore them when they talk poetry or anything else about the death of their friend and brother Victor in Espanola last year. So these are the state police guard roundhouse. They came out for a little bit.
What's it?
I think I'm gonna shut down the stream. It was very emotional. It's real tragic, frankly, that a small group of people, and not more, are even protesting this sort of behavior in the first place. So again, if you want to get in touch with the people who organized, You can email them at educateandorganize@yahoo.com if you want to get involved with action here in Santa Fe against police brutality. I'm going to cut the stream now. And thank you to Clean Air Media for letting me use their stream today. This is David, the video cortometraje and other video areas. Thank you.